Hey guys, so today I wanted to make just a quick little video. I was in the shower, and you know, when we're in the shower, all of these profound insights tend to come to mind because, you know, we're in one place and the water's hitting us, and we're just really exploring our inner selves without really realizing it. When we're in the shower, we're feeling good, we're feeling calm, and so all of these insights and enlightenments tend to come up to the surface. And sometimes I wish I can take a pen and a pad into the bathroom or a tape recorder or something, because some of the insights that I tend to receive and some of the messages are really profound, and then I have to repeat them to myself over and over and over just to make sure that I don't forget some of them. But I kid you not that I had a ton of them today, and they all flew out the window, and I think I held on to one piece, one golden nugget. And so from that golden nugget, which I explored regarding finding yourself and spiritual development, and from that golden nugget I came up with something that I call 3 steps that will help with your spiritual development. So I was thinking, while I was in the shower, I was thinking about some things that are coming up for me within the next couple weeks, some messages that I have received that were very divine in nature, and my life path. And so I realized that there were a lot of things that I had been instituting in my life, and some things that I had not been, I had not brought into my life when it comes to happiness, when it comes to connecting spiritually. And so here are some of the 3 key steps for me that I've realized, and that also I have to start implementing, that will help with spiritual development. So this is for anyone that is starting on the path towards spiritual development, or these steps are for people that sometimes need to go back to the foundation and the basics of connecting with themselves again. And so the first one is get lost in yourself. So what do I mean when I say get lost in yourself? Is to go back to those things that really make you happy. A few years ago, actually probably about 17 years ago, my mother passed away, and only a few years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, she came to me and she gave me just a profound insight and said, "Anne, you need to get lost in yourself, and that's how you will reconnect." And I thought, get lost in myself? Well, what does that mean? And ultimately what she was saying is all those things that I loved to do as a child. I was very artsy. I loved to be creative. I'd love to play. Of course, every kid likes to go outside and play. There were so many things that I loved to get into, so many things that I instituted as an adult that are very playful, and I have to get back to that. I have to get lost in Angela again. I have to get lost in who I am and the things that I love, so that I can reconnect to myself, and I can figure out how to make myself happy versus finding externally things that make me happy, or looking to other people to make me happy. So the first one, the first key step definitely is get lost in yourself. When you get lost in yourself, you'll find out so many new things about yourself, or you'll reconnect with the person that you have always been. My belief has always been that you, as a child, essentially, that is intrinsically who you are. You know, the personality that you had, the happiness, the joys, the sadness, deep down, that's intrinsically and foundationally who you are. That's why children really have no filter, and they pretty much just say whatever it is that they want to say, because they haven't really learned the norms that as you grow you become accustomed to, you know, within the culture that you're in, or essentially within whatever it is that you're learning. People are just teaching you, so you haven't really learned fully yet what you should and should not do. So you are your authentic self as a child, and when you get back to getting lost in yourself and diving back into what makes you happy and the things that you like, then you're reconnecting with your authentic true self. And so that's the first one, get lost in yourself. The second one is discover and explore the art of play. So when it goes back to what I said about being your authentic self as a child. So when you start to discover and explore the art of play, you're going back to foundationally who you are as a person, who you were when you first came into this world, the things that excited you, the things that just made you come alive, and you're becoming curious again. You know, the awesome thing about babies and about children is that they're so curious, they're so excited, and they just get lost in the smallest things that make them happy. And then you can see, imaginative wise, and as people, they start to grow because they're learning. And that's a big thing about learning, is that you're curious, you're imaginative, and your mind starts to expand. And so when you go back to those things that make you happy, and you start to discover new things about play and the things that you like, or you explore further the things that you love about the art of play, then you just start to become. And then your spirit starts to become, because you're making your spirit happy, and so you start to build on that. And that's one of the foundational keys for me that I really believe help people when it comes to developing as people, reconnecting with themselves, and really just developing your spirit, because your spirit is pretty much every piece of who you are. You know, you are a human, but you are a spiritual being first. So the second tip is discover and explore the art of play. So whatever makes you happy. If you used to like finger painting as a child, do some finger painting, like slap some paint on the floor and just be messy. I mean, be aware as an adult, you're gonna have to clean it up, but just explore that and have fun. And it doesn't matter what anybody says. Just be you, get lost in yourself, and just focus on whatever it is that you love to do. And you're gonna see your spirit's gonna come alive, you're gonna come alive, you're going to feel it. And then from there, you're going to start to open up, and you're really going to want to start to nurture that part of you. So that's number 2. Number 3 is develop a worship and meditation routine. I think this is so key when it comes to developing your spirit, because this part really opens you up to the energies that are surrounding you. So when you develop not only a worship routine and a meditation routine, basically what you're developing is a routine and a communication channel from yourself to the energies that surround you, to the universe, to God. And you are opening up a channel that may start like this, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger to where it goes out. It goes out of everything. So yeah, so it's really important to develop a worship and meditation routine. Some people are quiet meditators, and that's okay. That is absolutely okay. I think that's wonderful. You don't need music, you don't need chanting, you just want silence and you just want to connect. That is beautiful. You know, some people, they need the steps, they need to have some music to center them and get them toward that light. Some people love to sing. You know, I think I say worship and meditation because I believe that when you're worshiping, you are really just thanking God, and you're really thanking the universe for the things that you have and for being alive. And through that, you can do that through song, you can do that through writing, you can do that through drawing. There are many ways to really worship. So when you start the process of worshiping and then you meditate, and some people know how to really intertwine both of those things. They really know how to connect them. Some people have to do it separately. Whatever your way is, do that, but just make sure that you develop some kind of routine behind it. Me, I like to worship, and when I worship, I listen to Carrie Job, I listen to Joanne Rosario, and I just really sing and I praise and I worship and I feel. If that means I cry, that means I cry. If that means that I type, then I type. It's whatever comes out of my spirit, and I definitely feel it from my belly. And then when I meditate to really come down and to slowly ground myself, but to stay connected to the light and to the energies that are really surrounding me. So my worship may be very emotional and very loud, or it could be soft, whereas my meditation, for me anyway, is a very grounding and soft thing, and I bring it back to a quiet center, and then after a while I just tend to come back to myself. Otherwise I'll feel like I'm floating in the air and I'll be very lightheaded. So those are the three key steps that I wanted to share with you that really help with your spiritual development. So like I said, the first one is get lost in yourself. Get lost in the things that you love, the things that you used to love to do. Get back to those things. The second one is discover and explore the art of play. So whatever it is that you loved to do when you were a child, because I believe that was who you are and who you were as an authentic person, and get back to that. Get back to the play, get back to the things that you love. So discover and explore the art of play. The third one is develop a worship and meditation routine. So just make sure to develop that. Even if you do that once a week, or you do it just a little bit throughout the day. You know, sometimes when I walk around, you know, I'm walking the dog, or I'm on the train, or I'm on the bus or something, and I'm praying in my head. I'm constantly connecting. I'm constantly talking. It's a constant open channel of communication that is just freely flowing. So I truly believe that if you foundationally start with those three things, and don't beat yourself up about it if you can't really tackle everything in one day, just start slowly, because remember, you are starting out to really just nurture your spirit. So don't be hard on yourself. Just start slowly and see where you get, and you know, see if you can build on that day to day. So those were my three key steps toward building your spiritual self and really nurturing your spiritual development. So if you like these videos, you know, let me know if you want to know about other topics surrounding spiritual development, and you know, surrounding just living happily, and even health. You know, I love talking about health. I love talking about the body, science. Let me know. I'll definitely make more of those videos. Ask me questions, give me comments. I'll definitely get back to you. I'm a very personable person. So just let me know, okay? So as always, my soul honors your soul, and my light honors your light. Smooches, and until we talk again, okay? Thanks. Bye.